Hello guys, this is going to be a very short and simple video. Right now I'm in stadium ALLIANZ. This is the BAYERN Munich stadium here in Munich, and I came here. I didn't know if I'm going to be allowed to enter because of the whole pandemic and so on, but I arrived here. I walked from my hotel to Marienplatz. From there I took the metro. It's called U6. I paid €7.80 for a full day pass, so I can go wherever I want in Zone M. It's called Munich. It's divided by zones, and Zone M, basically, if you're a tourist, gives you access to almost all touristy things you want to experience here in Munich. After that, I walked from the metro station around 15 minutes or something like that, and I bought the ticket to enter here. So it was opened. It's €19. Normally there was an option €12 just for the stadium, just for the museum, which we are going to see in a bit, and another €7 to see the stadium and the locker rooms and the tunnel, which I don't know. There is the tunnel to enter a bit through there. But because of the pandemic, they are trying to keep us outside. I don't know how they are going to do with the museum, how it's there. But here, so basically I paid €7 just for this, just to go here right outside and to visit, and €12 for the museum. And I'm sure I haven't told you up until now, but I'm not a big football fan, even though my father, I don't even know how to explain this. My father, back in 2000 and between 1999 and 2005 or 2006, he had a company and he was building, if you see over there, those things that rotate, and they advertise there different brands. So my father was building those all over Romania, in Bucharest, in Timișoara, in Arad, in Constanța, and I had the opportunity to go with him and to visit all stadiums, and also to have some behind the scenes look. I was on the stadium every night before the game, because my father, and with his the people he was working with, he had to be outside to install them, to take care of them, and so on. So I remember that when I was in school, even though, like I said, I wasn't a big football fan, all of my classmates were very, very excited when I could take them to football matches, because normally I was staying right here, exactly in this spot. Well, I could have stayed anywhere I wanted, here, over there, it didn't matter. I could stay also there or at the VIP, which in around that area. Yeah, so I had access to absolutely all these places, and of course, if you were a football fan, this was a big thing. For me, I remember that in the 9th grade, so I was around 14 to 15 years old, my father, one summer, I think I worked with him because I didn't have good grades. One summer or one winter, I don't remember exactly, and I remember that at the end of that summer or winter, he gave me some money, and I was very happy. The first thing that shocked me when I was in contact so close with a football field was how big, how do you call it, the net, no? The net? The goal area, the net. I don't even know how you call this. Yeah, this net is. So this is really huge. I think it has around 7 meters. I have decided also to come here and to visit the stadium because in 2016 I wanted to go and visit the Maracana Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, but because of the Olympics it was closed, and then I had the opportunity to visit that huge and legendary stadium in 2018, and I wanted to see how both of them compare. Of course, this is much nicer, much newer, and it's very, very, very clean now. It's a shame that we cannot go through the tunnel over there, but like I said, because of the coronavirus, people are overly cautious, which is a very good thing. Okay, to open the door for that. So now I have to go to the museum. I came from there. Now I have to go into this direction and make a right. So the guy told me that the stadium has a 75,000 people capacity, and is the second biggest stadium here in Germany. The first one being I forgot Dortmund. Dortmund has 81,000, but the difference is that Dortmund isn't always sold out when there are any matches, while here it's all the time sold out, no matter the match. So now there is a hot dog stand. That's the direction where I came from. I went upstairs, I paid for the ticket. You see here, keep distance, note hygiene regulations. Now I have to go back to find the museum. Okay, thank you. This museum is very similar to the one I saw not in Brazil, because if I remember correctly, there also was a museum in Brazil. I forgot about that. But it looked very similar. We saw one in Buenos Aires in 2018, but I cannot remember. So look here. This is a quiz, and there was the question: why did Kurt Lauenzer have to resign as Bayern president in 1933? I didn't know which one of this, and I pointed he was Jewish because of the name, and I was right. He was re-elected in August into 1947. This is really weird. Like, only the fact that he was Jewish, he had to resign as being president of football club Bayern. Look what's written here. I like sex the best. Good. Here, for example, there are some more trophies. Champions League. Now I'm in the store, which is pretty interesting again if you're a fan. So I think that for the 19 euros I paid, for me as a non-fan it seems a bit expensive, but also I think I've stayed in total 20 minutes. So if you are a dedicated fan, I'm sure 100% that you would stay here at least 1 or 2 hours to read everything, to understand everything about the team, and that would make sense. You could basically put to more use those 19 euros if you decide to stay here for a longer time. And of course you can go around the stadium. You have complete freedom. So this is the main entrance, and there's a pretty interesting story about this, how I managed to enter. So I came from outside, and while I was here there was absolutely nobody, and I didn't know what to do, because when there's nobody, you assume the place is off limits, yeah, it's not accessible. So I came here and I said, even though I think that this might be closed, I can squeeze through here. And then I said, oh, no, this is not a good thing. And then I left, and then I saw a guy, and I called him, and he said, yeah, of course you can enter. These are opened. And as you can see, it's very, very easy to leave. Like I said, if you're a big fan, I think this place is really nice. And even if you're not a big fan, you're an unexperienced person when it comes to football related stuff, it's still interesting. Even more if you have the chance to be here while there aren't so many people. Today is a Tuesday, but I'm sure that at the end of the week there might be more people here. The idea is that right now with the pandemic, that's the only good thing from my point of view as a traveler, the fact that many places, there are many tourists, many people who would have otherwise traveled, who now decide, you know what, I'm going to stay at home, it doesn't make any sense, I'm not going to go there. So if you're willing to take the risk to be around people, respecting the social distancing rules, you can have a very nice experience. Okay, thank you very much. If you like this video, please hit a like or dislike, but either way consider subscribing, leave a comment, give me some I don't know, some tips about what you want to see in the future, or if you want, you can criticize my English. This helps me very much. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to be able to travel again. Have an amazing day, take care, and see you in the next one.